Hey, Joey, how's it going? I see some other heads in the room. Mm. I see 6 people. Y'all just gonna watch me eat? I take it. Not gonna say anything. Hey, Azrael, what's going on, my brother? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How was your holiday? I'm just doing, leftover Thanksgiving stuff. At my job, they ordered pizza for everyone, and I only had like a couple of slices that they sliced up. Um, I really didn't have a whole lot to eat because I wanted to try to save myself for this. I appreciate that, Azro. Tell me what's going on since nobody else want to talk. Mm, You know. Mm. Oh, gee. Hey, Jen. Sorry to hear that. I hope it wasn't about politics. I'm fortunate in some respects. I mean, I would have been with my brother and my 2 nephews, but for the most part, it's usually just me and my mom, or me, my mom, and my good friend Shelby, who he couldn't make it this year. So it was just me and my mom. Then I don't have that the possibility of a big argument usually. Oh, I see. Oh well. Hate that that happened. Hmm. Your people are probably still out of town, I guess. Or maybe I didn't give enough time. Hey, Victor, what's up? How are you doing? I need some talkers. And then wait till people realize that I'm live. Happy holidays to you guys. Yeah, happy holiday to you too, Vic. Did you go through what you had made? Because I'm looking forward to hearing your breakdown of food that you cooked. I need to know. And if you said anything, I totally missed it. Oh, okay. I see, Azrael. Well, thank you so much for that super chat money. I really do appreciate it. As I said, you guys, this is leftover Thanksgiving food. Stuffing, hot water cornbread, coleslaw, collard greens, chitlins, turkey, spaghetti, and some. I do have some cranberry sauce, but I don't even need it. Like I was saying, at work, the manager, he got pizzas for everybody, but I just really wanted to take it easy on the food. Y'all can't hit the thumb up button for me? Damn. I have to ask y'all should know. The same ones that be here, y'all should know every single time. Turkey wings, bacon wrapped pork loin. See, that's what I'm talking about. Although I've never had bacon wrapped pork loin, I know you would make something like that. Dressing, greens, and mac. Oh, okay. Oh, this coleslaw is the one right here. My mom said she loved it. Mm. So I don't think I mentioned this. One day this week, maybe a couple of days ago, the building manager here, she gave me like a small bag of cookies that she baked. There was a few chocolate chip and a few oatmeal raisin. And today, when I came in from work, I told her how good they were and thanked her, for them. And she was joking. She was like, I think I'm done with the oven for a long time. I said, oh, I bet you are. And she said, yeah, I've made 10 dozen cookies for people in the building. I said, are you kidding? So I didn't say nothing else. I just said, thank you for mine. And I came back upstairs here, dropped my bag off, and washed my hands and just made her a plate. So, in my mukbang yesterday, I was talking about I had so much food of making plates for people. So she was the first person I made a plate for. I hope she liked it. She was really appreciative of it. I know that. Damn, I messed up. Where my collard greens at? I thought I had put enough on. Oh. I don't like to run out of greens. That's what I didn't want to do. On my shirt. Forgive me, you guys. Oh, y'all ain't saying nothing, no way. Come on, 14, 15 people, y'all ain't got nothing to say? Happy holiday. Happy Black fucking Friday. I mean, what? Speaking of that shit. I'm glad we were busy, but I mean, I don't know where it got crazy. I haven't seen the news or anything. I joked with a coworker that I wanted to see a fight over a napkin, over a clearance item, because we're not one of those, we're not one of those stores that people would go to shop for electronics and things. I was joking with him. I was like, it would be funny if some people would just start just wailing on each other over a napkin and clearance. The last one. Hey, Choose, how was your holiday? Hey, Choose. Hey, Toby, I'm sorry. I'm reading your comment. I'm sorry. Hey, Toby. Let's put on some Hey, Choose. Let me see. There's a couple of co-workers. One had went home because she was drunk. He wasn't drunk, she was hungover. And one guy, you could just smell it on him. I was like, boy, you better handle that in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Somebody trying to smell you like that. He said, what do you have anyway? He said, Hennessy. I was like, oh, geez. Hello, Hyperloop. I need to see some more thumb ups, please, and thank you. Lily Mari, hello. Hi from Denmark, and happy Thanksgiving. Oh, well, that's okay. You don't celebrate, we will celebrate it for you. All my food is a hodgepodge right now. There's like everything is on each other. Everything is touching each other. Now, for some reason, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Now, for some reason, I don't feel as stuffed. I just got to take it easy with my platage. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Vern? There was a coworker of mine. He was making a bail, and I told him, the the way we tell when it's time for a bail, when you push the baler down, if the dots line up, if the arrows line up, then it's time for a bail. Well, the arrow was way below the arrow it was supposed to line up with, meaning there was more room to put boxes in. Well, one of my coworkers I've told you guys about, he has half a brain cell, literally, really slow, like turtle slow when he does stuff. He's a nice guy sometimes, but he just don't cognitively, he don't have it all together. And so he, wanted to, I said, you don't have to, it's not ready yet. But what I did not know, what he did not explain to me, was that there were really a massive amount of boxes that people just kind of shoved into this baler, so that when he pushed it to come back up, the boxes were slanted, and all of them, most of them, not all of them, fell out. I would say some of them. And then he kind of got an attitude because basically, if it weren't for me saying that if it wasn't time for a bail yet, which it really wasn't, this would not have happened. I just said, you know what? Do what you're going to do. I'm going to walk away from it. Do what you're going to do. Can't spend time with idiots. Can't be too long with them, baby. You got to move it on. I don't want none of that on me. It's like, he's the type of personality where you try to tell him something and the right way to do something, and they personalize it. Yeah, you're an idiot, but I'm not calling you an idiot now. I'm trying to show you the right way to do something, idiot. Hyperloop, it is, that is America with a C, and it is 5:48 p.m. Oh, I'm tasting that hot sauce. What are you all saying to me now? Oh, really, Al? Apparently, a lot of people get hungover on Thanksgiving. It felt like it ran a little rampant at my store. Not entirely, but I was like, really? They said one chick home. I'm smelling the other guy. I was like, oh. I'm sorry. I had to make that happen, y'all. Now I can give you all my truly undivided attention, but I had to make that happen because your boy was hungry, so, and that is what I do anyway. So you guys, I'm thinking about getting into podcasts. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in last night's Mukbang, but I'm thinking about getting into that, just seeing what that, I don't know what it would be. I don't know if I would have it be something connected to the channel or if it would be something entirely different. If it would involve, me talking about movies or music or a specific genre of movies and music. I don't know. But I've got to get myself at some point a mixing board. And I think I could probably go for another mic. I have heard a lot on YouTube about Blue Yetis, and even my friend, a good friend of mine, who's a documentarian, he mentioned the Yeti mic as well. So I might invest in another mic. But yeah, that's something I'm thinking I would really like to do, but I just don't really have a clue as to what kind of structure it would take. What would it cover? Would it cover different things from podcast to podcast? I don't know. So stay tuned for that. You guys are not talkers. I swear to God. And if oh my God, maybe I'll have to age restrict my channel and lives. Period. You guys are either really young or you don't know English well, but you're not communicating with me, and it's troubling. I like engagement. Maybe I need to. Let me see. Since y'all not really saying anything to me anyway. Try something. That's not what I wanted to do. What did I? Oh, that's what I was trying to do. Okay. What kind of tea were you making, Jen? I like your channel. It helps me eat more. I'm a power lifter. Okay. Thank you. Glad I could help. No, I don't know what that is. That's for Sergio. Bread pudding. I probably would like it. I can't remember and can't tell you the last time I had any. I think I've had rice pudding, but I'm not certain about bread pudding. I mean, I would probably have it. Actually, Jen, that's what I need. I got green tea and I've got honey and I got some lemon too, lemon juice. I need to have that. Maybe after the live, I'll have that and then take one of my blood pressure meds before going to bed. I have to wake up at 6. Well, I have to be at work at 7 in the morning tomorrow. A little earlier than this happened last Saturday too. So I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, okay, Sergio. Yeah, no, I've never been there. They have good food. I take it it's pretty good if you're mentioning it. Man, I just remember and I talked about this a little bit yesterday. I remember when I was younger and it was nothing for me to max, 2 big Thanksgiving plates in the same sitting because, I wanted everything all on one plate. I didn't have the good sense to eat a little on one plate and then later you could have what you didn't have or didn't get to fit on the first plate. You can have it on the second plate. When I was a kid, I used to just have a big ass plate when, I think they probably made bigger plates in the 70s and 80s. I don't know, but you could fit a lot more on a plate. And eating dessert and all of that, it was in one sitting, it was never an issue. The older you get, I'm telling you, man, whew, things be changing. But I am amazed. I tell you, this is what I want to impart on the 12 people here now, and to those who might watch later. Mukbanging is, in my opinion, it is an unforgiving genre. It really is. You've heard people say this before, but if you're struggling with weight, that's usually on the outside of things. Some people do take it to the channel and let the viewers know if it's a vlog channel or whatever, and let the viewers know, hey, this is what I'm dealing with, and blah blah blah. But the audience for mukbang Even though there are exceptions, for the most part, the mukbang audience doesn't want to see, they don't want to see healthy food. They don't want to see salads. It is all about the restaurant, the fast food, and lots of it piled up on a platter, on a plate. I'm not complaining. I just say I got to stay in my lane. I'm not going to do what I see other people do. Um, because I know how I would feel afterwards. I love these people that can get up here and eat large amounts of food. I like to watch them. I like to look at them, and I'm just enthralled. I'm just looking at them like amazed because I know I can't do it anymore. Now, for some people, what I ate might have been a lot. It was certainly a lot on the plate for a small plate. But mukbanging is an unforgiving genre. Hey, Bernardo G, what's going on, sir? The torta de milanesa. Okay. I don't know that I'll be making it to the south side, but maybe they have that somewhere else on the north side. You think I should do a podcast, Azrael? I do want to. I'm going to be a part. I think this is going to happen. My cousin, who has the online show, he's going to do a podcast. I don't know that it's going to be affiliated with his online show, but it's going to be about singers. He loves Patti LaBelle, and so it's going to be about Patti LaBelle versus Aretha Franklin. And he wanted me and my other cousin to be on this podcast. But he already, has his stuff, I think, on Apple and Spotify and all that. So that will be my first introduction to how that works. And if I can get myself a mixing board and maybe another mic, I think I might be doing one of my own. I want to make some Crown Royal peach cobbler. Oh, that you talk about showing up hungover for work. God. Okay. All right, Vic, I'm not mad. But you know what pissed me off about you guys? Like when I asked y'all to show me pics, to post pics, y'all did not. One person came through. That's why y'all gotta join the Facebook page for the Choose channel so I can see y'all. I would like to see what you all have made. You have to understand that now that I am a part of your lives, this has to be a give and take. And since y'all, only a couple of y'all are doing videos, which I think is awesome. I think it's great. Luke 305, the big time Joker. He's really not. He needs to be a little more serious about the mukbang, but his is more like a vlog to me. But Luke 305, it's just basically them eating, but I love that they're doing videos. I love it. It just seems like a natural sort of progression, whether they take their channels to wherever, I don't know. But, I think the opportunity to meet more people, they can get their own, subscribers and stuff like that would be awesome. Spread it around. Oh, I'm sure doing mukbangs affect my blood pressure. But I do take medication. I do try to balance out when I'm not on camera. Sometimes I'll eat a salad, but the part that I need to really get together is the physical. So my job is a physical job in that I'm back and forth, but it's not the gym. I need the gym. So what I'm trying to do is do things like take the stairs at my job. I've been doing that more often because I want to, it's good for the heart and I want to build up some kind of endurance. I want to see if I can do that And if I can do that and work on my breathing and everything, I feel like I would ready myself for the gym. I think that's what's going to help me a lot. Yeah, I agree too, Bernardo. It's just like, but the whole thing is, I have heard that there are some people who have the same thing all the time. Um, and I guess that wouldn't really matter to me personally, especially if I'm just like B Love's Life with the seafood boils. Those are interesting to me because I know I'll never do that. I'm not going to be having a crab, not ever. So I live vicariously through her and watch her work the crabs and break them and cut them and eat them and sop them and all of that. All those they sound really good to me, and I like watching her do it. But that's about it for me. I'm not going to go buy no crab, especially when I found out how much the crab she orders run her. Yeah, no, I won't be doing that. I don't have that kind of money. But I'm glad. No hate, no love, no shade, and nothing like that. I'm glad she can do it. But oh, okay. I need to get back on the book. Need to get back on the book. Okay. Thanks, Vic. Glad you could come through. Yes, I am. Uh, and there have been times when I've wanted to walk into Popeyes, but I always feel like they're not going to have the pickles, or they're going to run out of the sandwich completely. But now it's the last thing I want to think about. Try hit workouts. What do you? Did you mean to type something else? Is Jen still in the room? Oh, I shouldn't have did this live. It's people. Everybody's probably out of town. Sergio, what are you saying here? Jen, what was I gonna say? Should I do a repeat of the last live where I turned the lights out and try to force everyone out of my live? Oh, okay, Azrael. Well, that's good. At least I have one supporter that would watch my podcast or listen to my podcast. Hey, what's up, Drew? I have to, yeah, at some point I'll go over there to uh I have to listen to Juicy Tingles live. I think she went on a little bit before I went on. I like her lives lately. She had a couple of hauls. I wonder if I need to do a haul. I haven't done one. I feel like I haven't done one in a while. I don't really buy a lot of stuff at the I don't have to necessarily do a Dollar Tree haul, but I don't really buy a lot of stuff. And if I'm going to do a haul, it would be from a Dollar Tree. So yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm thinking about, uh, Bernardo. I'm thinking that it would probably, because I don't know if, I'm already doing mukbanging and, ASMR type stuff on this channel. I don't know. Like, I'd kind of want to keep the account name, the name, like choose, but I don't want to. I was thinking something quirky, like talking about, let's just say, old school, retro, or cult movies, um, and music, and maybe enjoying a glass of something on the side as a little quirky thing. I was trying to even think about a title that would kind of encapsulate um, what my podcast would be about, like something and wine or something and a salad, whatever. Was just trying to figure out what my angle would be. Or angle sounds like, I don't like angle. I don't like that. Sounds gimmickry, and I don't. It wouldn't be a gimmick. And I know I would definitely want to involve other people. Sometimes, getting another person to bounce ideas back and forth about a particular maybe movie. I would really like to do movies that, um, like older films that maybe were hits but people forgot about, or maybe were like cult classics or starred, you know particular people, or that had interesting stories to them. um but it's funny because I don't have never even listened to that many podcasts. I don't even know if someone has cornered the market on that, you know what I mean? I'm sure they have. So we shall see how that works out. I think it would be exciting, though. It would be the closest thing. Um, I've always wanted to be on the radio. I thought radio was fascinating. It would be the kind of the closest thing to that. I wish I could have access to um, media. You know what I mean? Like if I could play stuff. I don't know that I would be able to do that successfully without a copyright issue. If that's too loud, my bad, you guys. See, and the thing about funny stories, like, I don't necessarily want to get into my life on a podcast, other than to, like, if I was talking about a movie or talking about music, I can talk about, where I was mentally at a time, or, that this song or album came out. But I don't want to tell too many stories about my personal life. I would much rather talk about the art. Well, thank you, Drew. I'm glad someone could watch me eat lollipops all day. Well, all day, would be a problem. Really, all day, like that's a bit of an exaggeration, right? Yeah. Come on, let's bring it back a little. Say at least for an hour. Yeah, people and their thing with lollipops is just like, oh, I don't get it. I don't mind a lolly. Hello, Jordan. How goes it? Do people even say how goes it anymore? Only older people. That would be me. Uh, only old people say it. Whatever. All right, one last piece of juicy fruit. I'm gonna chew it. Well, this live might be a little short because you all are not a communicative group. No, it's not snowing. I think we might get a rain snow mix maybe tomorrow or late tomorrow night or something like that. I can't remember what I was looking at on the weather, the 7 day thing, but we're supposed to get a. It might happen tomorrow night, I'm thinking, or Sunday. But they did say something about icy patches, but I didn't. Maybe that was in the suburbs. I didn't come across any when I went to work today. So I hope we don't get a lot of snow. I hope we can just maybe stay under 6 inches. That would be okay. I could deal with that. I'll just chew this gum until you guys pop up with comments. Oh, you're in Denver, Drew? I was just going to mention Denver, but I wasn't sure if I had that right. Yeah, y'all got hit really hard. Man, God. And when we get hit really bad, but so far so good. It probably won't be until January, February. But see, that's the problem, Jen. Like I can't do, if I'm doing gum chewing, then you guys are really relaxing to it, or y'all are relaxing to my voice when I'm talking. When I need y'all to be coming through, communicating, posting stuff in the chat. Maybe I'll just do this and cover the mic. Juicy fruit does not taste like it used to. There's something in the flavor. It's gone. I used to swallow juicy fruit gum. I would start chewing it and it would be so good to me that I would swallow it. And I don't know if gum, what kind of effect on your system swallowing gum would have, but I don't feel the urge to swallow this gum now. Now Starburst, if I have a Starburst, I have the urge to swallow those. But when I was a kid, this juicy fruit would have been in my belly somewhere. Double Bubble is I just depleted some double bubble a while ago. It is the worst gum. Oh my God. But I'm telling you, I bought some extra one time. I said this before in a video. I bought some extra, and I understand why people like it. I think Juicy Tingles, she chews it a lot. I understand it. That gum is as gangster. It is. I know that was loud. My bad. Because the mic is right here. I'm sorry about that. Who else is in my live that wants to speak? If you're coming in, can y'all hit the thumbs up button? You know what? Oh my God. I don't know what I'm going to have to do with y'all. Y'all come in and disobedient and don't do. Y'all be on my lives all the time. Y'all know what y'all need to do. I wish there was a thing where if you come in to my live and you don't, like, I wish I could see who's coming in. You know, if I could see who's coming in and don't hit that thumb up button, I would do something to y'all, like talk about y'all on during the live, put y'all on blast. Oh, Taco Bell, okay. There's my Fielding. How are you doing? How was work today? I would like I would still like what is it? A double chalupa? Is it a double chalupa or toasted chalupa? I like the ones I had. They're pretty good. So you went live whilst I was working, and I was like, I've been on for 48 minutes. I appreciate you joining me, though. I've been trying to get people to talk, as is the usually the case, because, you know, excuse me, I don't be having a lot of things to talk about. So I'm looking for y'all to, you know, create the conversation. I might have a lot of shit to say, but not a whole lot to talk about, to bring up as in conversation. So you guys remember the rhyme that I did? That wasn't that long ago. I act like it's so long ago. Well, here's the thing. I'm just going to reveal this for the first time. Just some thoughts going on in my head. Someone had mentioned that it would make a nice intro. Well, my thinking was that would be cool, but it would be too long. It's too long. And then the things that I had in the first one, I rewrote it. So I'm going to keep the first one and be a long version. And then this revised version has different lyrics that, you know, I'm not talking about the singer, the musician whose beat I wanted to use. He's not in the revised version. But I redid it. And if I could get with somebody that could provide me a beat, or where I could, you know, kind of create a beat, like some kind of program, and then record my vocals over that beat and somehow save it, and I could to use it as an intro. That's what I'd like to do. Well, Jen, if you don't say anything, we would all be bored. I would be more bored if you didn't say anything. But I mean, I understand, but it's just like I'm here for y'all. Like, this is our moment. This is our time. Now, anything you've ever wanted to say or ask me that you maybe haven't up to this point, this is your time to do it. I may answer the question, I may not. But this is the time that we have together. This is what we call quality time. You know, this is quality time between viewer and content creator. Oh. See, I don't believe that, Drew. I don't believe that. I think you just want something to talk about. I believe you spent Thanksgiving in front of a turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce and green bean casserole and, caramel cake and, well, maybe not caramel cake. Maybe you probably had flan or something. That's what I think happened. I don't think you were, I don't think you went down a stripper pole. Well, you can't post a picture of your of anything on my live stream, just so you know. That's one thing I can say I've never done. I've never gone to a strip club where women were strippers. And I mean, why would I? But it's just thinking, it's something that I've never done. I have never done that. Men, but even they, well, even that wasn't a strip club proper. They just revealed, some stuff, letting it swing or whatever. Supposed to say you got receipts, Drew. The last movie I watched was Parasite, and I think I told you guys how very, very good and excellent it was. But did you guys go and see it? No. Because what's going to happen is you're going to wait until it wins Oscars and then for something. And then you're going to try and go see it. This is the foreign film. No, it's not scary. It's a foreign language film. It's Korean, but it is so freaking good. It's a good flick. I don't. I don't know that I feel comfortable commenting on your relationship with your husband, and particularly, if you guys are coming from a particular country, there might be just a certain way that some women in certain countries are to their husbands. Do I agree with it personally? No, but I don't know your situation, and I don't know. Sometimes when you're in it, when you're living it and you're deep in the throes of it, you don't see what other people see. So when you said that your mom doesn't like it, like, I don't know where you're coming from, where you live, Jen, if you are, from the US or not, but sometimes people see things that you don't see because you're in it. You're living in it. You're embodying it. And I don't know what, I don't know you. So I don't know how submissive you are or how submissive even you might seem to be to your mother. I can't gauge that. So, but, in general, do I think a woman should be submissive to their husband? No, absolutely not. Having said that, I think that I don't think there's anything wrong with someone wanting to please or wanting to be pleasing to their partner, or being, certain things like some people think being domestic is a submissive role. I know a lot of people that really like that. They really do like that, and it has nothing to do with any kind of power play or anything. Some people just really are into, I want to cook and do this for you, do that for you, pampering and all of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, I hope I've answered your question, but I don't know that I have, because I feel like I don't want you to really be able to say, you shouldn't be submissive to your husband. I mean, what is your definition of submission? We might have two very different definitions of that. So, I hope that answered your question. Okay. Well, this is going to be the end. It's coming up on almost 60 minutes. So it's like 58 minutes here. I'll just go on for another minute and see what happens. If the numbers are low, then I will just end the stream. And thank Azra again for the super chat money. I appreciate that, sir. I'm just gonna chew. When you guys are low like this and quiet, I'm just gonna chew. Choose is my name, after all. I'm just gonna chew. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday, weekend maybe, or whatever. I guess you all are not Black Friday shoppers either, because y'all didn't have that to talk about either. But oh, I said nothing about the bedroom, Jen. I don't think I did. I just said that some people like, being domestic. But I don't know what you actually do for him that you think is submissive, that your mom thinks is submissive. I don't know. But I mean, you don't need to feel weird. I don't feel weird. I just don't know you. I don't know you to really know. So yeah, I was very careful not to bring that into the equation because I mean, if you because you said that when you first came on that you got into a fight or your husband got into a fight with your mother because your mother doesn't like the way you do things for him or you're submissive to him. But do you think what you do is submissive? Maybe that's the question that I should ask. Do you think that you are being submissive or doing things that are submissive? If you don't have a problem with it, then to hell what anyone else thinks. If he's telling you what to do all the time and it's demeaning and belittling, I'm not a fan of that. Well, I personally am not a fan of that. But again, there are things about you apparently that I don't know. So it might very well explain why there is that dynamic. And this is the same one that you watch my channel with? That was me trying to cover the bubble. I wasn't making a gang sign. I promise I wasn't. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you, Jen. If you're okay with it, then I don't see where anyone else should have a problem with it. I mean, it's your relationship with him. You know what I mean? It's for you guys to, work out and hammer out. Long as he ain't, I feel like if it gets to a point where, physical violence is occurring, and I'm not saying that it is, not suggesting that it is, but if that's occurring, then, that's a problem. But yeah, Drew, it was the end of some Minute Maid Just 15 fruit punch. I only have a little bit left. Um, well, see, Jen, you're gonna have to deal with that. Maybe that's what. Maybe that, and if your mother had seen it, maybe that's what's caused so much trouble. Or maybe that's why she has an issue. So, I can't tell you what to do other than to, look inside yourself and ask yourself, does it feel right? You know? And if it doesn't feel right to you, then despite what anyone else thinks or has to say about it, the onus is on you to correct it, to do something about it, or to get yourself out of the situation. But again, that's easier said than done. But I hope you're able to, work things out and everything. But anyway, I'm going to go. and I have enjoyed this live somewhat, but I don't know that I'll be doing. I might do another live Sunday. I'm not really sure. I think it may go down Sunday. It may go down Sunday evening. Just got to make sure I have enough energy to do it. Anyway, you guys take care. Love y'all. Have a good night. Bye.